Welcome to Borak Best again. Welcome back.
Dia tadi tak pernah habis borak
Borak je lagi kan.
Itu Borak Best.
Sangat best.
Bila Best Borak?
Bila dah best borak kan.
Best borak jadi Borak Best.
Baiklah, lepak dengan kita beruang-beruang ni buat pasal borak pasal movie, TV series kan.
Dan lagi.
Dan macam-macam lagi lah. And then sambil-sambil you all tengok, pergi bancuh air lah, pergi ambil makanan, pergi tengok TikTok tu dengan Instagram tu semua kan. Mana dengar kita orang mengarut kan.
Betul-betul.
So yang kita nak mengarut this time is a movie yang baru keluar dekat JC kan.
JC ada
TV semua. It's called King Richard.
King Richard.
Lakonan Will Smith.
Tapi dia bukan King Jangan silap pula. Ni bukan cerita pasal royal family kan.
It's about
Richard Williams.
Yes.
Iaitu bapa kepada pemain tenis tersohor Venus dan juga Serena Williams.
Betul.
Tapi sebelum tu kita introduce dulu diri kita. Belum. Where to find us?
Find us dekat Instagram Borak Bears, BORAKBEARS, ataupun cari dekat Facebook Borak Bears Podcast, ataupun you can email us dekat borak.bears@gmail.com kan. So you can DM us apa-apa je lah, apa benda you orang nak cakap cakap je lah.
Kalau korang nak suruh kita review apa-apa pun bagi tahu lah.
Bagi tahu lah apa benda, what's
nanti kita
next
boleh
kan.
review kan. Betul tak?
So klik lah dekat follow tu dekat Spotify, dekat mana-mana podcastnya, platform mana-mana you all dengar podcast ni,
atau tengok YouTube ni,
tengok YouTube video ni. And like, subscribe and ding the dong.
Ding the dong.
Ding the ding-a-ling.
Click that alert button.
Click that alert button.
Tapi kita cakap
notification button.
Notification button. Tapi kita cakap ding the dong.
Ding the dong.
Because the bell kan bunyi dia ding dong. So jadilah ding the dong. Takut dia orang tak faham pula ding the dong tu apa kan.
Itulah pasal. So I'm here, Chip.
I'm here with you today.
Yes, you're here.
Today.
You're here. Thank you.
AKA Papa Bear.
Kan? Dah lambat sangat ni guys.
Itulah
dah
pasal.
Malam ni. Dah
malam sangat ni lah. Dah sampai nak introduce pun dah salah kan. I am Papa Bear. Nama saya Chip. Lepas tu
Lepas tu nama saya Haze. You can call me Bear Sukaria.
Hi, I am Kita aka Bear Fikir.
Isam here. Your best santai.
Isam siap macam ada some kind of hand gestures kan. Kita pun nak kena buat juga kan. Macam I don't know what.
Wow.
Tapi asal kalau you buat nampak macam cool, kalau I buat nampak macam bangang. This is not fair. This is not right.
Apa?
Siapa tengok Boba Fettnya review kan, dia boleh tengok review ni kita orang pakai baju sama.
Tapi actually masa kita buat Tinder Swindler dengan French Dispatch pun kita pakai baju sama kan. Kita orang ni sebenarnya tak cukup baju.
Bukan jaket. Konon ni nampak lain sikit kan.
Oh,
tapi orang lain semua baju sama kan. So not really fooling anyone kan.
Sorry lah. We have no effort on our end lah.
Kita orang tak ada siapa nak sponsor lah kan. Baju nak kena pergi cuci kat Dobi semua kan.
Sabar.
Sabar.
Eventually we reach that.
The Empire punya Spring Collection ni.
I would want that kan. Dengan slipper biru sekali.
Ya, betul.
Kalau macam tu Cip, nanti kaki atas meja kan. Kan slipper dia kan.
Sorry, ni crossover cerita Dune je.
Foundation.
Masih tak habis-habis lagi dengan Dune tau. Kan?
Dia
foundation lah.
Foundation.
Ya Allah, foundation. I'm sorry.
Blasphemy.
Kan, I memang dah confused kan. Confused. Ya, betul. Foundation. Sorry, salah cakap.
So kita betang dua-dua hard sci-fi kan.
Dua-dua best.
Okay, so tonight we're gonna review King Richard.
King Richard.
And
Richard.
cerita like you said, cerita pasal bapa Venus dengan Serena Williams.
Ya, pemain
And
tenis.
how dia train anak-anak dia to become the champions in tennis.
Actually,
Despite-
Serena
Despite being a black,
despite being from the ghetto.
Despite being from the ghetto and black.
Compton and black.
Straight out of Compton. Tapi before them ada another African American tennis player yang gempak.
oh, ya ke?
They
Siapa,
are not the first ones. Alda something.
Oh ya ke?
Oh. But they are the most gempak. And not just African American. Serena Williams is basically recognized as the greatest player of all time. So far lah. Tapi the amazing thing is they are straight out of Compton.
They're straight out of Compton.
Itu yang amazing kan. Tennis always been like a white person punya sport, especially at that time in the 80s.
Highbrow
Kan?
kind of sport kan.
In the 80s or the early 90s, sebab they are actually my age and Isam's age. So Venus is 41 this year and Serena is 40. So they would have been growing up in the 80s lah. So
actually,
80s.
but the movie ni start, it was 1991, something like that.
Is it? Okay lah. So early 90s lah. They were in their teens.
They were in their teens. No,
They were kids that time.
12
Kecil lah. 9, 10 macam tu.
Because the first match that Venus did was when she was 10.
They were young lah. Sebab masa dia main kat the main game tu, she was only 14.
That big ass game.
So memang
Technically
they were young.
dah kecil lagi lah.
Dia dah
budak
kecil. Tapi
lagi
the whole story is bukan pasal diorang je tau. Cerita ni sebenarnya pasal bapak diorang.
Pasal bapak dia Richard Williams tu sebenarnya kan.
Richard Williams. Sebab Richard Williams tu ada dia tulis a plan tau. Even before budak-budak ni were born, he wrote like a 78 ke 87 page
87 page
plan
something like that.
about how he was going to make sure yang anak dia berjaya dalam sukan tenis. So benda tu macam agak gila juga kan. Betul lah. Dia visionary lah. Visionary lah.
But also made him kind of obnoxious juga.
So kita boleh unpack lah benda tu lagi kan. Tapi basically cerita ni pasal tu lah. It's basically Venus and Serena Williams, how they started out.
Dia punya rise to stardom.
Dia punya rise to stardom right at the cusp lah. At the cusp of stardom lah kan. So macam mana kehidupan diorang and what the family had to go through tu. And what bapak dia had to go through mainly lah kan.
Ni,
and even mak dia
boleh categorize as a struggle movie juga. As they would say in the US, kalau macam cerita pasal black, tengah from rag to riches is always a struggle movie. Kan?
So cerita ni macam biopic. Sebab sebenarnya banyak benda dalam cerita ni memang betul-betul happen.
How accurate?
Is very accurate.
It's very accurate.
Sebab I dah read up about it. Sebenarnya dia very accurate.
Will Smith suka buat biopic sekarang kan?
Itulah.
Tapi
dia dah buat Ali, dia dah buat Pursuit of Happiness.
Itulah.
King Richard kan.
Betul.
Lepas tu yang ada satu lagi tu yang football ni punya apa benda tak, Concussion.
Concussion. That one I tak tahu.
Ada satu movie pasal
I think I know what you're
football.
talking about, tapi aku tak tengok yang tu.
Aku tak ingat apa title dia, tapi sebab concussion
American football, is it?
American football.
Lepas tu dia punya most famous biopic, I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
Apa biopic?
Main. I'm joking.
I Am Legend ke I Am Legend?
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
Tapi
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend lagi sedap.
Okay, I Am Legend bukan biopic korang belum ada lagi vampire / zombie yang nak attack kita semua kan. So tak, itu bukan biopic.
By the way, for this episode kita straight up je lah kan? Tak ada.
Tak, ini
Tak,
non-spoiler lah.
Non-spoiler.
Okay.
So non-spoilers kan. So basically that's the story, right?
That's the story.
Cerita dia mengisahkan pasal bapak dia dan juga the kaum keluarga Serena dengan Venus ni. Diorang ada 5 beradik. Semua perempuan. So macam mana parents diorang nak besarkan diorang dalam keadaan serba kekurangan, dalam duduk kat ghetto yang dangerous, ada gangster, ada crime. And tennis adalah satu sport yang mahal, right? You need the training daripada kecil to pay for the coaches, to pay for the courts. dan memang you
Memang
can
it's a white
see
man's
it
sport.
is a white man's sport simply because of privilege lah.
Privilege, yes.
Okay?
Yep.
So macam mana these young African American girls yang datang daripada Compton boleh berjaya to this point is memang because of bapa dia punya never give up attitude lah. I would say kan, dia to push je sampai he gets what he wants lah. Macam
but
tu.
I also have a theory why dia orang pun berjaya because of genetics.
Kenapa genetic?
I mean this probably be an unpopular opinion, tapi because they're blacks, they're very athletic and they have the power, they have the endurance, they have
That could be a contributing factor juga lah, I think.
But I also feel it's because both parents pun sebenarnya were into tennis. The mother was a successful tennis coach kot.
Yeah.
So dia orang memang ada those
They
genes.
have the talent, tapi because of genetic,
But I also feel because their parents also were athletes.
Yes.
So dia memang macam tolong banyak.
Tapi that's an interesting point of view. Macam pasal when you look at African Americans or even Africans kan, they're always like the best runners.
Yes.
Pasal they have the speed.
The musculature is very good.
They have their bodies are more muscular. Macam they have the stamina. They are built in a certain way that they actually are more athletic and have more strength. Tak adalah semua. Tapi it's quite a trait jugalah that they have. Tapi maybe the problem is that aside from basketball, these people are never given a chance to shine in other sport kecuali track and field, basketball or football, and also macam
okay, you tengok mana blacks yang masuk white man sport?
Itulah macam Tiger Woods tapi pun kind of like the only African American yang gempak in golf also because very unattainable punya sport. And then tennis ni pun is quite unattainable juga. So Venus dengan Serena Williams ni actually made it more attainable for people of colour to actually want to pursue careers in tennis lah. So beyond their own success, it's also about how they inspired so many little children to be able to go after their
whatever they
dreams
want.
lah.
Jadi lepas tengok cerita ni, teringin nak main tenis. Tak pernah main tenis pun dia.
Lepas kita tengok cerita ni, I terus cakap kat anak I, Kala, you are going to become the greatest tennis player in the world. To which she answered, no mami, I don't want to play tennis. So I dengan Ehsan belum tulis lagi kita orang punya 87 page plan.
Kalau dia tengok movie ni kan, dia memang tak nak langsung.
Dia tak nak langsung, macam boring je, too much.
The way that he has the thing that he has to go through nak main tenis ni kan, memang dia takkan lah.
Macam it's like, bila nak main I punya game, bila nak tengok YouTube kalau macam ni asyik main tenis.
Tak dapat lah.
Tapi I rasa cerita ni must watch lah guys.
Yes.
I rasa cerita ni
agree.
sangat best. Betul tak?
Yes.
Dia so much
Betul.
heart and then pasal is a real story kan. It really happened.
It's really nice.
So macam it's worth watching. It's very inspiring.
Very inspiring.
It really makes us feel embarrassed as parents because clearly we are not doing a great job macam those people. Sebab it is genetics ke apa aside, it is the perseverance of dia punya parents lah.
Yes.
How much they struggle and how focused they were on making sure not just Serena dengan Venus succeed, tapi all their children succeed. Sebab anak-anak diorang semua pandai-pandai, semua straight A students,
top of the class,
semua top of class,
valedictorian.
Valedictorian semua. So just imagine mak bapak yang tak ada duit, working 2 jobs, duduk dekat dalam ghetto, tapi diorang boleh raise anak-anak diorang untuk jadi champion dalam macam-macam like in education, in sports, you know, in whatever they excel at. The parents gave everything to make sure that the kids can succeed.
Persistence dia macam
Persistence is
macam
inspiring. The persistence of King Richard Williams tu memang macam gila. You never take no for an answer. You macam doesn't believe in anybody. Macam I believe in my kids and that's all that matters. And I will prove to you that memang diorang cun gila kan.
Betul.
I would say
Melayu kan, persistent dia lain macam.
and I would say also lah, dia punya the racism tu is very kuat lah. Tak macam okay I can understand kalau macam you having doubts about suddenly this black guy datang cakap dia orang punya dia punya daughter semua actually gempak main tenis. Kan? You will probably have doubts. Kalau you tengok Richard Williams tu in real life macam mana rupa dia, kalau I macam betul ke? Tapi at least lah bagi Chan tengok betul ke, can he back up his claim kan? Tapi ni tak right off the bat semua orang turn him away.
Shoot down lah
kan? Yang the guy yang dia dapat jadi coach tu pun in the first coach tu pun is because dia dapat select time, dia tengah in between training kan. Kalau tidak mamat tu pun nak turn him away.
Tapi that guy that was the first time he met that guy. Sebab that guy was actually Pete Sampras dengan John McEnroe punya coach tau. Jangan main-main tau. Si King Richard ni dia punya the people people who turned him down first tu was everybody else. Then he decided, I don't care, I'm just gonna go and try my luck lah. And that guy actually gave him the time of day. So mamat tu tak
kalau
racist
Pete Sampras
lah.
tak cakap lah.
Yelah.
Dia pun dah turn him
betul,
away.
betul.
Dia pun dah macam I don't have the time.
Betul.
Kan? Tapi because Pete Sampras macam try lah kan.
Macam dia sempoi kan. Dia sempoi tu.
Dia sempoi kan.
Betul.
Kalau tidak memang tak dapat chance-nya kan.
But the fact that he has the courage and the tebal muka to just go, and how much he believes in his children tau.
Because dia tahu children dia can back him up. Because dia tahu children dia memang bagus.
But it's because also he believes in it because he trained them since they were 2 and 4 years old. Tapi macam gila you train your kids so young tau. Tapi I was reading up, it seems that dia cakap macam he probably started them too young. Dia pun mengaku he said that maybe he should have started when they were 6 instead of like 2 and 4. 2 and 4 too young. Tapi macam looking back, macam I mean
it was worth it lah.
It was worth it lah. I mean look at where they are.
Betul.
Tapi tu okay, nanti at the end of the episode I akan cerita pasal what happens after.
Okay.
After the movie.
Alright, so guys, please go and watch it. And it's definitely worth watching. Cerita yang sangat best.
Yes.
Let's go around and bagi kita punya rating.
Cuk, what do you think of all the acting? Semua macam very competent, very believable. You feel everybody.
Even the kids.
I rasa casting dia sangat bagus. Even rupa Serena dengan Venus, the kids yang berlakon jadi diorang masa kecil, muka memang lebih kurang je.
Kan?
Will Smith pun muka lebih kurang. Mamat tu wife dia pun muka lebih kurang. Coach
Will Smith tu macam tak
okay
sangat
lah. Will Smith tu is maybe a
muka
nicer,
tak sama sangat. Tapi
mannerism
Mannerism dia
spot on.
Lepas tu even the coach yang the Rick dia pun rupa. Tapi it's because he has a moustache and he has that hairstyle. So walaupun muka orang tu tak sama sangat, tapi because ada benda-benda tu nampak macam sama. But the acting top notch I rasa kan.
I agree. Especially macam the kids when they were actually like playing tennis, macam gila believable sial. Macam
I tak tahu lah dia orang pakai body double ke tak untuk certain things tu.
The girl who played this tu, I baca dia kena belajar from scratch.
Wow, itulah Chun. Memang Chun.
Tapi memang nampak form bagus semua.
Betul.
Gila.
The movement semua memang macam
kan? Nice.
Who's the director for this movie?
Reynaldo Marcus Green. Tak tahu siapa nama. Aku tak pernah tahu Mamat ni. Sekejap. Let's see what other movies that he made.
Apa good job bro.
Apa
good job bro.
Monsters and Men. Kau pernah dengar?
Monsters and Men.
the movie.
Title macam mana?
Tak
never
pernah
really
tengok,
look into.
Tak pernah. Okay. So far I tengok kan, tak pernah ada movie yang macam
besar
notable
lah. Tapi okay, one of the things yang lain pasal cerita ni yang also makes it kind of interesting to watch is that biasanya when you see biopic pasal sports, it's always focused on the athletes themselves. This is a movie about athlete tu punya bapak tau. So it's interesting because it's something a bit different. Macam tennis is an important part of the film, tapi it's not the only thing. It's a lot to do with actually dia more macam what people can do when they really set their mind to something. Macam kalau you tunnel vision kan, and you nak something to happen, you can make it happen now. Kalau you have that perseverance and that semangat, and macam you don't let what people think of you hold you back. It's more of that lah. I rasa.
Dia macam you know these famous people, you know what they do, but this is the driving force behind them. They tackle from that aspect.
Which is nice.
Which is
awesome
nice. Dia rasa kelainan dia kat situ.
Memang banyak feel lah movie.
Banyak feel.
Memang banyak feel.
I mean it's 2 hours long, but you don't feel it at all.
Actually, bila dia dah nak habis, I wish I could have seen more.
Actually, no,
I macam nak
feel that
tengok
too.
more than that.
Betul.
Kan? I really wanted to actually spend more time with them. And that's always the sign of a good film, because you don't really want it to end now.
Yes.
And then when I saw the photos right during the credits, when they show actual photos,
and footage,
I felt very emotional. Macam I felt like I wanted to cry. I don't know why, tapi dia really
especially bila dia tunjuk Serena dengan Venus masa kecil sebiji dengan baju sama semua. Macam oh my god,
Exactly.
Got it down now.
Lepas tu,
betul.
and then for me, I think korang pun sama juga kan. This is one of those movies yang you rooting for all the characters.
Betul.
You don't always get macam tu tau.
Betul,
Macam semua
betul.
karakter dia kau root. Macam you feel for the...
Tak, tapi aku ada juga certain moment aku macam
Moments yes.
Richard ni macam boleh diam kejap tak?
Aku pun rasa dulu macam mula rasa macam okay, mamak ni gila, he's so inspiring, macam bapak gempak macam ni, macam I want to be a father like this kan. Tapi sekejap lagi alamak, mamak ni macam asshole juga.
Macam ada asshole sikit. Macam tak, kau dah hire, kau dah bulldoze suruh hire coach ni, lepas tu kau pun nak coach juga. Macam
okay, but I have a point of view of why he's like.
Tapi I feel dia punya asshole semua macam some bit macam memang besar kepala apa, tapi some of it macam understandable lah. You have to see where he came from.
I rasa it's completely, I think it's completely understandable from my point of view.
Same lah.
Pasal why?
Do we want to talk about this now ke?
Okay. So okay. Into the spoiler lah.
Kita unpack lah.
Well, technically
we've
told you the synopsis kan. So let's get into
the rating first, and then we
rating. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
we still look. Episode 18, we still don't know what we're doing. Okay, that's why it's called Borak Best. This is not called Movie Review International. This is called Borak Best, because this is how we borak. We go all over the place, and then we don't know what we're doing, and we forget.
Borak Best, unprofessional and unapologetic.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry naik lori.
Sorry naik lori. Okay.
So my rating, I would give this movie 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 penny basket, because dia punya feel good and uplifting, and overall quality of the movie cun. Kan? Everything all around, I rasa semua deserve an 8.
Yeah.
I have to agree, and I actually have the same rating sebenarnya. Tiru
pun.
But it's because memang it's so well done. I'm like every part of the way macam you feel everywhere. You understand kind of like even macam why is the neighbor concerned, tapi macam at the same time kau sibuk, tapi macam not really, tapi macam you understand how hard it is to grow in the black neighborhood, then the stuff around it, the stigma of like you are black in this neighborhood, but then macam you go to a country club, you want to have a better life. I mean, everybody does, kan? But macam everybody treats you differently, but all you want to do is just be there and, you know, do what you do best, which is to play, and you just want to have fun. And I like that it's all communicated tau. Macam you from the homescape, from the trainingscape sampai ke championscape, semua benda dicerita, everything front and back, semua it's all there. Casting tune. I don't know. It's just, to me, it was just well done. So that's why I give it 8 overall.
Yeah. What about you?
Me?
Gila.
No, the other guy.
Okay lah,
Beside you.
mula nak bagi 10. Tapi I think I'll give it a 9. Macam whatever His cakap tadi semua betul. Lepas tu performance semua cun. Cuma for me lah, biasanya this kind of movies I think there's still more room to make it a bit more dramatic at certain points. Macam especially macam Will Smith, you've seen what he can do. You know, macam Pursuit of Happiness and stuff like that semua kan. So there are pockets of moments macam you can go a bit more dramatic. You have this creative license. I mean buat cerita-cerita sini kan. Tapi macam it's not an issue lah. Overall memang tune from every aspect. 9 for me lah.
9.
Okay, I actually agree dengan all of them. I pun bagi 8 Penny Baskets. I rasa really good storytelling, best acting semua best. Tapi to answer what Ihsan was just talking about, sebenarnya I rasa dia macam ni tau. Pasal the executive producers of this were actually Serena and Venus.
I was going to say that as well.
So and they told Will Smith, sebab Will Smith yang nak buat cerita ni. So they told Will Smith, after we see it, then we will decide whether we want to put our name on it. So I rasa we didn't see Will Smith to his true full dramatic effect. I agree. Because it felt like certain moments, it's like we could have gone further with the flaws in William's character. Because he was not a perfect man.
Definitely.
Dia ada, memang there's so many things that's good about him. But he is also a very imperfect man. But we didn't get to see the dark side of him enough. I think out of respect for the fact that this is their father and he wants them to be involved with the project. And I think he also wanted to show the world yang dia nak portray Richard Williams in a good light. I rasa because kan the media was always like saying so many things about him and this and that. And I think it was important to maybe the William family that he not be portrayed in a way yang tak elok. I feel
it's very personal.
So I think there was a certain amount of censorship there, which memang made the film less dramatic. I agree with you. Macam it could have gone to a place where it could have easily made you cry, it could have easily made you roller coaster of emotions. Tapi it kind of kept it a bit light on that front. But it's still a super satisfying watch. So I rasa still 8 lah. I pun memang bagi 8 Penny Basket.
I also like that whole keeping it light.
Yelah. I mean not everything has to be
super dramatic
and I think this is what we also need to unpack tau, because it's kind of like if this was a film about a white person, it would be completely different.
Yes.
You know, but because it's about African Americans and you know the fact that how discriminated they are, kan? Macam just imagine kalau ni cerita pasal Pete Sampras for example, membesar dengan tenis apa semua, kalau you portray contohlah bapak dia, you portray bapak dia asshole pun, okay, orang akan macam tapi tak apa, dia asshole tak apa sebab dia yang berjaya bawa anak dia ni semua. Tapi because he's a black man, the moment kalau you nak tunjuk dia in a bad light, orang akan just hook on benda tu je, like forget his achievements. He's biasalah
black man
macam ni, jual anak,
they will harp on that,
and they have already harped on that before this. You know,
in the mainstream media,
in the mainstream media,
I'm not familiar, so
Serena dengan Venus dengan Serena tengah nak naik, he's always in the sideline. And
dia kan banyak bagi interviews. He gave a lot of media interviews. He always talks very big about anak-anak dia. And it always, kan they were saying, it always turns into like the Richard show. Because it's all about him in a way, right? And then the fact was he memang, you know, dia memang selalu marah media kalau pressure anak dia atau tanya anak dia soalan yang dia rasa anak dia tak patut nak kena jawab, dia akan marah. So benda-benda tu semua dah create satu persona dah attached to him, kan? And they're always like, genius or madman, you know, genius or madman. They wouldn't apply the same lens to a white person.
Yes,
that's true.
Definitely.
That's very true.
So I rasa benda tu lah is probably what the movie is trying to circumvent.
Yes.
Dia tak nak benda tu jadi macam tu. But not, it doesn't sacrifice the quality of the film.
It doesn't.
Actually, cool.
So okay, so now let's go into spoilers.
Kita dah lama tak buat tu. Dah lama tidak. Did we forget to do it?
No.
Because everything else has just been spoilers all the way kan.
Okay, spoilers all the way.
I quite miss that.
Actually
That bit kan. It's kind of fun to do actually kan.
Shall we do one more time?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Spoilers. Okay.
Suka tak?
Okay. So,
spoilers.
cerita ni apa kita nak spoil?
Tak adalah. Bukanlah
Okay.
spoilers apa. But we go into details about the scenes and stuff kan.
Betul.
Okay. Tadi you were saying something about pasal bapak dia asshole. Right? So memang betul. Dia kan macam satu, okay lah, kalau you think about it, if I told you, I kenal this guy, sebelum anak dia lahir dia dah buat 87 page plan yang anak dia akan jadi the best tennis players in the world. Gila babi, you akan cakap macam apa benda kau ni, faham tak? Macam you're not giving your kids a choice, and you are basically sebab kau tak berjaya dalam hidup kau, sekarang anak-anak kau semua nak kena put in this much work to make your dreams come true. Memang bunyi dia macam tu. Betul.
Tapi actually in the movie we see that he lets the kids be kids.
Exactly. Betul kan.
Very much
in fact dia sendiri kan, he's very controversial. Dalam movie kan dia cakap he said tennis parents should be short. Kan? Because he can see how he said that in the movie kan. Because he can see how much pressure they put their kids under. Kan macam masa Venus was
main the juniors,
kan all the kids yang tak menang kan, diorang macam ada anger campak racket semua macam anger kan. And then kan macam diorang dapat macam second place trophy pun
semua tak nak.
Lepas tu mak bapak pun macam I can't believe. Kan ada satu scene yang mak dengan budak kecil gila cakap if you're gonna play like this, you might as well. I don't know what's wrong with you. So macam he already said that he keeps telling his kids I want you to have fun. I want you to have fun. Kan? And he purposely tak bagi diorang compete dekat juniors sebab he doesn't want them to burn out. And doesn't, bila burn out they become rebellious. Lepas tu they get involved in drugs and kinds of shit.
Especially at that age kan, macam benda tu akan mold.
Lepas tu dia dah tengok one of the
biggest tennis players, Jennifer tu
masuk the drug charges lah apa semua tu kan.
And I also think it's because money kan. You start winning tournaments, is the fame, is the money, and you jadi besar kepala. And that's why you know masa anak dia menang, and then anak-anak dia tengah kecoh dalam band cakap dia menang,
humble.
And he got so angry that they were bragging that he left them behind kan.
Tapi itu memang I don't agree lah. Kau nak biarkan dia, nak biarkan all your daughters in Compton yang semua gangster Compton hidup aing kan. Macam kau gila ke kan.
Itulah this
angry black man.
This is what we need to discuss tau. Sebab I think it's where he comes from tau. Macam kan he spent his whole life getting beaten up.
Yes.
And it's always he's faced so much racism. Macam kan dia ada satu cerita yang sangat menyentuh hati I lah, yang part yang dia kata dia kena bagi balik duit dekat a white man, and at that time blacks were not allowed to touch whites. So masa dia bagi duit, tangan dia kena sentuh, lepas tu dia kena pukul, and bapak dia lari tinggalkan dia dekat situ untuk kena pukul tau. So when you think about where he comes from, he probably has zero trust for white people lah. Macam in his head, in his mind, dia macam sebelum kau guna aku guna kau dulu. You know. And I think that's why he was such an asshole to the coach, such an asshole to the first agency people yang nak sign anak dia semua, because he has a chip on his shoulder tau. Macam it's kind of like you are not here out of the goodness of your heart, or you are all racist, yang kau cuma nak sebab kau rasa macam
boleh buat duit,
a little black girl who can play your sport. You know, and that was I think where he was coming from. You know, and that's why rasa dia punya asshole tu is a lot to do dengan orang-orang luar rather than his own children except for the time yang dia dengan bini dia lah. So dia memang ego.
Memang ego besar
kan,
gila
ego. And I really like that scene tau. Yang dia dengan bini dia kat dapur tu, yang diorang bergaduh. That scene.
Yeah. We were talking about that.
So to the actress tu boleh toe to toe dengan Will Smith kan.
She was really good lah.
Really
Alice
good lah.
apa benda nama dia.
Masa the wife cakap apa nama pointed out that his flaws kan macam tak banyak tau, sikit gila, tapi dia macam sums up the character of Richard in 1 second macam macam oh my God.
Dia macam apa, it's like when she, when he said to her, you think I'm just another dumb, right? And then dia dah gaduh semua, and she said, deep, you try to be macam ni tapi deep down inside you believe that you are just another dumb. Betul tak? So macam that scene was so powerful lah, because it's like
years of baggage, everything.
Macam Isam kata lah, macam it sums him up and it explains to you in one scene his entire behaviour tau. Betul lah. Kenapa dia asshole? Kenapa dia macam ni? Kenapa dia macam ni? It is summed up in that one thing, because I wouldn't want to be a black person in America tau. I mean it hasn't gotten any better for them, and it's like to imagine to grow
sikit sekarang, because
slightly better but not that
tapi
great.
Not really lah, with all the police shooting semua, I rasa.
Yelah, but then because of ada smartphone semua,
yelah, they have to be more accountable lah. Tapi they still face rampant racism in a sense that for a black person, every day when they leave the house, they don't know if they're going to come back alive. That is US for you, right?
But then sekarang
Asians
pun
now
sekarang
face the same
correct.
thing.
Asians pun sama.
But
if we're talking in the context of African Americans lah kan, it in a sense it's like, how do you raise your children to believe that they are champions when everybody else will never believe benda tu,
will never give you the
will
chance,
never give you the chance, will never give you the time of day, kan? Because he's struggling two worlds tau. On one hand, it's like he has to play the part of macam submissive black man, pergi pujuk-pujuk orang ni, kau tengoklah anak aku main, kau tengoklah anak aku main, kan? On the other hand, he has to try to teach his girls that you are powerful, you are the best, nobody is better than you. Tapi how do you balance tau? Itu yang I suka sangat pasal cerita ni tau. Pasal benda tu kompleks tau, kompleks. And the mother punya role is so important juga dalam cerita ni.
She really builds the characters of the girls behind it.
She was such a great character lah. And like you said, she can really hold her own against Will Smith. I tak rasa pun like she was overshadowed.
No,
not at all.
Not at all lah.
She memang showed, even though she had like, she didn't have that much screen time but everything she said, everything she delivered, you felt everything tau. Especially the part when she walked across to the neighbor's house. You know how hard it is, kan?
Kalau kita dah maki, sumpah sanah.
Dia cakap steady sel.
Steady, simple je.
Dia macam woman of few words tau. Tapi when she gives it to you kan, macam
powerful. I love that.
And I love the scene yang masa Will Smith bawa Venus kan, coach tu nak train Venus seorang. Lepas tu belah, lepas tu Serena kan macam sedih. And then after that kan mak dia cakap no, we're gonna go. And then the mother train her, you know. And I thought, ya Allah, to have those kind of parents. But parents who have hidup susah, work so hard, tapi still can make that kind of time tau for their kids.
She works 2 shifts tau. Dia cerita kan, she works 2 shifts.
Lah. Kita as mak bapak nothing tau. Tengok cerita macam ni, kita ni nothing.
The sacrifice.
The sacrifice.
One thing I love about this movie kan, the optimism yang subtle tu tau. Dia subtle tapi strong gila tau.
Dia macam optimism in the face of adversity kan. Macam how to just focus. Focus on you and not listening to the noise that surrounds you. You know,
not only the noise tau, even macam adversity in the sense of macam, this is your home, this is your taman. you nak pergi main tenis pun orang kacau.
Exactly.
And that is like not kacau sikit-sikit tau. You actually beat up your father, but at the same time like
kacau yang ada potential kena bunuh.
Yes,
that's the scary
Gila,
part.
Syal.
Because you know for a fact they're gangsters kan. Macam cara dia orang macam I'm not playing macam tu. It's like you cross with me, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
So macam that feel as well, macam all they want to do is play tennis and get better, to better themselves, to get out of the ghetto. Tapi macam there's so many things, even their own people are against them.
Exactly. This is the thing about this whole vicious cycle lah, right? In a sense that you're born poor, you're born into a life of crime, and then you have no every time you try to beat the system, people just keep pushing you down. Macam if it's not your own people, and then the moment you try to better yourself, your own people are like, kau ingat kau lagi bagus daripada aku? Right?
Yeah, we have the same problem here. We have the same problem here.
And that creates the hatred tau. Itu creates the hatred. Because it's kind of like, sebenarnya you are upset that you didn't amount to anything. Kau tak senang tengok orang lain senang. So bila orang tu dah berjaya, you want to pull them back down to your level simply because you never made something of yourself. And it's the same thing with the neighbour tau. Tak, neighbour dia kan macam for me lah, feigning concern. Tapi sebenarnya is because her own daughter kan ended up being macam gangster juga on the streets and all that. And dia sebenarnya jealous. Dia jealous nampak diorang ni anak-anak semua yang macam baik,
together, they got it together lah,
belajar semua,
and they hang out together, the kids love spending time with the parents. Macam I think memang she's just jealous her kids were not like that.
She's just jealous. The other scene that was so powerful was when the social services datang rumah dia.
Tu.
Dia cakap that we were just acting on a team
ambil
you know. And that's the thing, right? The indignity of it all. Right? Like we have like no idea. Betul tak? Because it's like, you know, it's like being an African American in America just means that anybody boleh pijak. Suka hati tau. Macam you are not safe.
That situation pun
was caused by
anybody lah in their shoes, semua mesti bengang nak mampus.
Betul.
If you were in that situation, macam tak pasal-pasal social services datang cakap
you're abusing
your kids macam since when? Siapa report ni? I am not liberty to say. Macam kepala otak kau kan. Macam
if my kids die on the street, kau pun takkan datang rumah aku ni.
Exactly, right? That's what he said kan. My kid were gang banging on the street and they died. Tak ada pula nak datang check. Kan? So macam it's just they have so many things macam stacked against them. And I think Venus dengan Serena punya relationship is so beautiful. You know, the fact that they grew up together and how close they are. And Serena,
they're supportive for
you
each
know,
other,
being the one that was held back. And is basically macam, it's a lot for her tau. Macam her sister is getting all this glory kan. And she's just on the sidelines even though she wishes that she could be the same. And then it was so nice, that whole scene where
dia cakap dengan Serena
yang dia
tu
tengah
kan,
tunggu dekat the field tu, tennis court tu. Lepas tu kan bapak dia kata no kan, Venus is going to be number one for a very long time, but you are going to be the greatest player in the world, because that is the plan, right? And when he said that, even bila cakap sekarang bulu rumah naik,
no, I feel the
you're
same.
gonna be the greatest of all time.
Itulah.
And he was right.
He was right.
Masalahnya he was right.
Memang goosebumps ya.
Goosebumps. Faham tak? How did he know that he could raise champions macam tu? How did he know?
Betul lah pasal.
Tak, because you, I guess you train them to think that way kot.
You manifest.
You manifest.
Betul-betul.
This is manifestation.
Manifestation of your vision tau. When you have a vision,
you see the vision clearly, you can see it manifesting. So this is it. I mean, at the end pun dia ada sign off said that in the whole playbook, most of the things that he wrote
is true. Did come true.
Not all, but most of it did.
And the fact that Serena and Venus were also straight A students. You know what I'm saying? Like they are like, I tak tahu, macam I'm not a tennis fan, Tapi lepas saya tengok cerita ni, I rasa sangat fan dekat diorang. I rasa
macam tu juga.
You have achieved so much, and even in your tennis career, they have faced so much discrimination tau. Macam orang senang je macam nak kutuk diorang, cakap macam-macam pasal diorang kan, and then macam the body issues. Macam-macam benda, and then like after that kan I think
body issues.
Yeah, they did talk about the
macam body shaming semua.
They are built thicker than you know the other thinner.
Biasalah macam mana salin semua.
And then also when kan she married who married the white guy Serena kan kahwin dengan white guy. Lepas tu also faced a lot of comments about that juga, and also about
really
their baby. Yes.
Oh, didn't know
so
that.
Macam
betul.
Exactly.
They don't have any peace.
So bapak dia sebenarnya has given them not just the ability to play, tapi the mental strength
to deal
through his own actions, through how he behaves and how he taught them to macam don't be intimidated. Kan bila dia kat court kan macam pasal Venus tu kan, when she gets nervous, dia macam main dah tak boleh fokus. And the father's always like, don't get nervous. You are the best. You are the best. Imagine the kind of mental toughness. Also, which prepared them for such a great career lah.
I also feel that mental toughness comes from he let them be who they want to be. They want to play, they want to play. But at the same time, you need to study. You watch your movies, you watch your Disney movies semua. Be a girl. Be that. But what do you learn out of it?
Dia macam apa tau? Macam work really hard, tapi no pressure.
That was really nice.
And I was won over by him because the whole thing macam he wanted to let them be kids.
Yeah.
Right? He wanted them to be kids.
I actually read that even the coaches were saying, memang macam it was annoying that he was there kacauing the coaching because he's been training them for so long, but they have to respect that he actually gave them time to be kids. And also make sure that they have a proper education as a safety net. Kalau apa-apa hal, kalau kau punya tennis pun tak jadi, it's okay, you're still smart, you finish your school. So that's what he was doing the whole time.
Yeah. But masa dia dapat that first coach, yang Pete Sampras punya coach tu, boleh nampak lah he as a father kan, dia power struggle lah dengan coach tu. Sebab selama
first time
dia je yang cakap kan. Orang tu kata you have to open your stance. Lepas tu mamat tu macam kan cakap kan,
close the stance.
Close your stance kan. So dia nak bergaduh. So his attitude dalam cerita ni kadang-kadang memang annoying. Stubborn gila babi kan.
Tapi macam boleh faham.
But you can understand where he's coming from as a man who has been like beaten down all his life, been told that he's useless and no good all his life. Kan? You really need to develop satu confidence in yourself, sebab kalau you tak tunjuk the world yang you are confident, people are just gonna take advantage of you. Betul lah. So he tries to portray himself as a man yang overconfident, and then his wife calls him out and cakap the reason you do that is because deep down inside you believe what these people think of you actually-nya. And you're trying so hard to prove them wrong sampai you overdo it. You know? So that was a very interesting perspective lah.
Going back to that scene lah, that one memang favorite scene. Macam I like that lepas bini dia sound kan, dia macam tak melawan. He macam admits it lah, you know, dia punya flaws semua tu kan. It's really touching.
After all that semua, okay, Venus dengan Serena dah jadi gempak and everything semua, Wimbledon semua dah jadi the best, the greatest of all time semua kan. I'm after that I read up on him tau, what happens after, and I kind of macam a bit disappointed.
Kenapa? What happened?
He divorced the wife in 2017.
What?
Oh ya ke?
And then he went out with a younger woman. That's 1 year younger than Venus.
Oh, serious?
Yes. So macam kau punya gempak, lepas tu you got everything.
Maknya kan Richard.
Itu yang buat aku sedih. I saw him in this movie macam wow,
a man of principle
in the end macam aduh.
Tapi masa dia tengah gaduh dengan bini dia tu, kan bini dia dah cakap, if it was just because of you, I would have left a long time ago. And all the children you have that you kan dia kata you never finish what you started. You never finish what you start. All your children
and that's where you cakap dia tak delve into the dark side of it, man. Because apparently dia had a previous marriage kan.
And even the wife also had a previous marriage.
And dia ada 5 anak from the previous marriage.
Yang dia tak jaga kan. Yang dia tak layan kan.
Gila babi.
That was alluded to lah dalam cerita ni. Tapi they didn't want to go there.
They didn't want to go there. Wait. Macam what happened here? Macam apa tiba-tiba macam just brush it under the rug
macam erase my past mistakes. I will start bash with this family.
What about this whole entire family yang kau ada ni? What the hell happened there? Suddenly macam habis
betul. They didn't want to go there lah.
I like that the wife macam drop it like when your son came over kan macam tak nak layan dia kan, aku yang kena layan kan macam tak kau.
Tapi even that game where Venus main against the world number 1 Mina tu kurang ajar gila. Yang Mina tu belah pergi toilet 10 minit saja nak kill her confidence.
Coach yang suruh.
Dia nak, tapi dia nak kill momentum Venus. Because probably if she hadn't taken that break, Venus boleh menang tau. Tapi pasal Venus dah start rasa nervous, orang dah start belah daripada stadium semua, then she felt really, she's 14. Can you imagine?
And it's her second pro match.
Second game against world number 1 pun dia boleh menang 1 set tau. Dia boleh menang, right? And she was so disappointed. And I think also because this whole thing about her representing little black girls everywhere tau. And she felt that on her shoulders kan. And then when she actually came out at the stadium and all those people were waiting for her, I was so touched because
the feels,
because it's true, right? Yes, you didn't win tapi kau lawan world number 1. Kau 14 tahun. You did better than anyone.
Mina tu goyang lah.
Exactly.
Dia dah gegar tau.
Champion kau dah kasi goyang tau.
Goyang.
Exactly.
Big kan.
Tapi itulah, it's been a long time since I've seen a good drama biopic macam ni. Welcome change lah kan. And so it makes your heart feel full lah. Somehow kan. Bila David tengok benda ni.
Bila I tengok scene the wayang, I kata cepat jom kita tengok kan. I mean this movie actually released in 2021.
Oh, is it?
Tapi
because pandemic
kita baru dapat sekarang kan.
Itulah.
So but
it's a good movie lah.
It is a good movie.
Also I like John Bernthal.
John Bernthal. The second coach.
Rick tu cute lah kan.
And then this is where the Richard Williams tu punya asshole comes about tau. Macam
betul.
Kau ni I feel like macam kau tengah nak hustle Mamat ni ke apa benda?
Yes, dia nak hustle Mamat tu.
Dia macam hustle kau.
That's what I said, because he doesn't trust any of these people. Dia know it's
tapi
like
Mamat tu baik.
Mamat tu baik.
Mamat tu baik
gila, sabar.
Tapi kalau he hadn't hustled the guy, or if he had just listened to the guy, his children might not have been who they were today, because they would have played the juniors.
Yes, that's true.
They might have gotten burnt out. They might have gotten a lot of things.
Tapi the thing is, we don't know. I mean, that guy might have a plan for them also, and they might not turn out like macam the other girl tu.
Yeah,
because they have to support the family all the way.
Because they have family support and everything semua.
But I guess the thing is, before he gets hustled, he hustle first, right?
Itu part yang macam Mamat ni kan. Dah lah you sign the contract, suruh bawa the whole family down to Florida. Tak ada kena-kena.
With jobs sekali.
Dapat rumah, dapat kereta, dapat everything.
Jobs, okay. Job security, the
job
school.
Security, the school semua.
For him and the wife, they both get jobs as well.
Tapi itulah, it's kind of like good on him juga. I feel, because I feel like a lot of people, not even just African Americans, tapi orang yang miskin contoh orang yang miskin dapat opportunity macam tu, diorang akan ambil je apa-apa yang orang offer. Sebab they are too scared. They are too scared to ask for more.
Yes.
Right? So he didn't. He asked for more. Memanglah annoying cara dia minta. You know, but even the whole thing about him not wanting to take the first offer on the table masa Nike nak sponsor Nike kan, first tu 3 juta tu. Kan dia offer 3 juta.
2 million was somebody what company?
Tak, 2 million yang sports agent tu.
Sports
Dia tak
agent.
nak. Lepas tu the day before her first pro match, yang dia tengah dekat hotel.
Isn't that
yang mamat tu datang Nike 3 million.
Dia kata the deals off the table.
The
Kalau
deals
after
off
tonight.
the table after tonight. That's Nike.
I missed that one.
And then kan he said, kan from that moment on dia kata you have to ask Venus.
I like that.
Dia
That
macam
was
bagi
nice.
control kat anak dia, because he finally, after dia dah gaduh dengan bini dia semua, he finally realised that macam he needs to start letting his daughter make her own decisions kan. So he was like, okay, you decide. And then but she has her father's mindset lah. In a sense, dia bukan hustle orang, tapi her mindset
Dia
is
tak ada
that
logic
macam
apa semua
I
lah.
believe that I am the best. So I
And then
can.
this is the first offer on the table.
Exactly,
Macam
kan?
I want to wait some more. and see.
I want to show the world what I can do. So
Macam
before I
dia tengok the common sense ni lah. Macam dia cakap, okay, this deal is right here right now. Kalau tak, dah habis kan. Macam biasa kalau benda rush macam ni, macam there's always a catch.
Yeah, there's always a catch.
She
And then dia baca
realize
tau.
that
Dia baca
the
the
contract.
contract and dia pun rasa macam something off kan.
Kan, but to imagine lah, to come from the ghetto and actually walk away from a 3 million sponsorship when you are nobody at that point.
Not only that, when you're 14 years
Exactly.
old, she had a great head on her shoulders at 14.
Betul. And
Incredible.
faith in herself tau. Faith in herself tu incredible.
That's
The
one thing
other
you cannot
thing I
buy.
really like was actually the scene yang mak dia was with Venus and Serena dalam bilik, and dia tengah braidkan rambut si Venus. And she was telling Venus that you are strong. You know, you are, don't forget, our people have a culture and a history. Don't forget who you are tau. I thought that was so powerful lah. It's just like, it makes you really feel kan that this is the kind of movie that little girls need to watch. You know,
I 100% agree.
Kan? Because it's
memang.
the kind of things where it's like it shows little girls that you can be anything in that sense, kan?
If you set your mind to it
and
and work forward.
and you believe in yourself. I think that's
Yes.
our problem. Kita selalu tak confident, kan? Kita selalu betul lah. Kita tak confident. Kita selalu rasa macam aku tak boleh kot. You know,
boleh
but
ke ni? Betul ke?
kan, betul ke kan? But she had a really good head on her shoulders because of who her parents were juga lah. How they raised her, kan? So it was really nice lah to
I
see that.
wouldn't give credit 100% to Richard, also the mother as well.
No, exactly. The partnership.
Yeah.
Kalau
Memang it's the
Richard tu
partnership.
seorang, tak jadi juga anak
tak jadi
dia.
juga. Because
the-
it will always be his way.
Correct. The wife is macam level-headed tau.
Yes.
The wife is the rational thinker. He is the dreamer. The wife is the rational thinker. So when they come together, they made a great team lah for their children. You know, but obviously it caused a lot of friction in their marriage, and obviously that's why also it didn't work out lah.
And
Tapi-
dia tunjuk kan yang the wife is the rational one, macam the
Yeah.
way dia approach that stupid neighbor, and also how Richard actually bawa gun tu nak pergi tembak
that he's the emotional one.
So dia tunjuk it's powerful lah. Dia tunjuk just those two scenes dah cukup nak cover this
Betul.
characters punya ni tau.
Exactly.
Very well done lah.
Cerita ni
Very
memang
well
best.
done,
I think nominated for Oscar. I'm not surprised. Memang it's one of those Oscar films.
Oscar
you
film
know?
lah, definitely.
And it's just, I love the way that they balance out the optimism and also the darkness lah of living in the ghetto and how it is, kan. Macam even that scene dia dengan pistol tu, lepas tu kan dia macam tengok, lepas tu tiba-tiba drive by, pum pum pum, orang tu kena tembak kan. And it's like that is the reality tau for these people and their lives.
And then one more during that time kan, Rodney King punya incident tu always change people's life. The blacks kat sana kan. Kalau you tengok straight out compton pun tengok footage Rodney King tu, semua terasa kan. Dr. Dre lah, Ice Cube lah, semua pun terasa. Yang ni pun Richard ni tengok Rodney King and anybody lah who's black at that time tengok Rodney King punya video tu semua akan terasa. Sebab tu LA riot semua gila babi kan.
Betul.
It's a turning point in American history tau, that Rodney King punya incident. Struggle movies macam ni lah.
Tapi betul lah, I really feel macam African Americans macam they really got the wrong. I mean like now betul there's a lot of hatred towards Asians juga. Tapi blacks kan, we have to look at their history tau. They didn't even want to come to this America. They were brought there as slaves tau.
Everything
Taken
was
from
rough.
their homes, fucking kidnapped from their homes, brought to a country as slaves. And dah berapa ratus tahun slavery has been abolished, and yet they are still not free. And they will never be free kalau macam ni. You know? And I think I can't remember what it was yang kita tengok dulu. There was like it was Fresh Prince ke? Yang the original one. I can't remember. It was just some normal show. Tapi yang dia cakap dengan anak dia pasal no, it wasn't Fresh Prince kot. Yang mak ke bapak cakap dengan anak dia, anak dia macam dah 16 years old ke apa, yang dia kata macam, okay, now that you can drive, there's you are a black person driving, so there's something you need to know. Yang dia ajar anak dia macam, if a police car stops you, I think it was on Facebook. I think it was like a real thing. It was on Facebook ke TikTok, I can't remember, where it was basically like the mother or the father having a conversation dengan anak dia, cakap that itulah Fresh. No, I thought it was Fresh Prince. I thought it was Fresh Prince yang first highlighted benda ni. Pasal diorang kan black people duduk kat Bel Air, apa benda-benda semua kan. But I think it probably wasn't that. But there was something about, basically dia cakap, okay, when you get a car, when you drive a car, you are not the same as your white friends driving a car. So if you see a police car come up, do not argue.
Comply.
Make sure they can see your hands on the dashboard. Like dia kena ajar anak dia dengan 16 years old.
I've seen that before as well.
And these people were not people from the ghetto tau. They were macam successful people. But even they know, you can be a doctor, a lawyer, a businessman, successful, bawa kereta besar pun, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You are still, you could still kena tembak anytime.
Because you could be a black man stealing somebody's fancy car, kononnya.
It's just so, you know.
It's kesian.
So bila you tengok cerita macam ni, that's why it makes budak Venus dengan Serena ni punya triumph even more big, besar. Pasal it's like, they dah lah African Americans, perempuan lagi, to have that kind of success. When memang the odds are always against you lah. So memang itulah.
Even like now also, it's not common. There are still issues as well. Macam she was asking as well, who else is in the tennis world yang who are African American?
The first one was I can't remember, Alda somebody.
Okay. That one is the past. But now currently pun
zaman sekarang ada.
Zaman sekarang pun ada issue. Like Naomi Osaka.
Okay.
She's not African American. She's actually Japanese Asian.
Dia mix lah, black and Asian.
This is the one yang ada documentary tu kan? Is it?
I don't think she has a documentary yet, but
I don't know. Maybe ada, tapi tak tahu. Tapi yang current one.
Ada ke?
Yang Osaka tu.
Because she's still young. She's still young, and the issue that came out was a few years ago. She was actually one of the few athletes yang tak nak buat interview because she had anxiety. And the media was bashing her kau-kau macam apa ni perangai, macam it's like, is this how Champions behave? You know, you should go to the media, blah, blah. Everybody's bashing kau-kau. But behind that, online, the Gen Zs, whoever about her age group, semua macam is good. You have
semua understand
because it's mental health. She has anxiety. That's why when before she goes to the court, she wears her headphones. Noise cancelling headphones, so she manages anxiety. So everybody was applauding that online tau, as like the general public loved it because she actually took time for herself to take care of herself. But again, media likes to spin macam this is unbecoming. How could you do this? This is not sportsmanship. Banyak benda diorang everything and anything wrong that they could pick from her, memang diorang bash kau je. It's just this biasness now, which is bullshit. imagine if this happened with like a white person. Tak ada hal dia. Okay, good lah for you. Pergilah mental health day kan. Tapi for this young person, she's very young. She's like, what, 20 maybe? She's young lah. And that, you know, she just don't want to layan media because you know their questions macam siapa.
Yeah.
To take care of herself, kena bash kau. So it's like this biasness in sports against like darker skinned people is still there. It's
against people of colour lah. Basically, everybody who's not white in that sense, right? But I guess in a way, the younger generation now are very aware.
Yes, very much
of the problems, and I think they are very much trying not to be part of the problem.
Exactly.
So I think in another maybe 10, 20 years, I honestly do feel we're going to see a very big shift. A very big shift.
Yes. And we should see.
Kan, in perception, because the kids today kan, I mean, there are a lot of things.
Yes.
But they are definitely more self-aware and more politically aware than any other generation tau. Because they have the information at their fingertips.
Yes.
Kan?
From day one.
And they are so worried about inheriting an unlivable world.
Yes.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
So I think there's hope.
Yeah.
Very much.
In that sense, kan? There's hope. There's hope for a better society lah.
Itulah.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry Gen Z, kita Gen X is bangsa
younger.
Rebel and don't give a shit generation.
Dia more macam rebel without a cause. Budak-budak sekarang
fight the power, fight the man generation kan.
Naomi Osaka. Ada dokumentari
Okay.
pasal Naomi
Naomi
Osaka.
Osaka.
So anyway guys, it's been a good discussion I think kan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please watch King Richard.
Yes.
Sebelum habis dekat wayang, you can still
Yes.
catch
So
one or
worth
two
it.
shows.
So worth it.
Yeah.
It's
It's
very nice to
worth
watch
it
lah. Memang best
Sangat
lah.
best.
And
Memang
it's been a
best.
while seeing Will Smith in a role.
Ya,
It's
betul-betul
actually very good
kan?
lah.
Itulah.
Lepas tu I rasa kepada mak bapak yang tengok cerita ni mesti korang akan rasa macam alah aku ni fail lah kan. Ataupun you akan jadi macam I dengan Isam. Habis je tengok cerita ni cakap dengan anak sendiri, you are going to become the greatest tennis player in the world lah. Padahal kita tak main tenis, tak tahu apa-apa pasal tenis, tak pernah kisah pasal tenis kan. Tiba-tiba macam anak nak jadi. I rasa lepas cerita ni enrollment budak-budak tenis akan jadi lagi ramai lah. Bapak yang perasan dia orang nak jadi King Richard kan. Bapak dia jadi King Richard kan. Terus semua enroll anak main tenis kan. Betul lah.
Probably betul. Ada ya.
Aduh, it's like when Eat Pray Love came out, everybody went to Bali. You know
Betul
that kind
lah,
of thing kan.
People are still going to Bali.
And still going to Bali nak Eat Pray Love lagi kan.
Eat Pray Love kan. Oh my god.
Okay.
Alright.
Good night. Please subscribe and like.
Yes.
And apa semua.
Thank you for joining
Click
us.
follow dekat Spotify tu lagi semua.
Follow dekat Spotify, subscribe dekat YouTube. Give us a bunch of likes everywhere.
Likes kat Facebook,
Semua
Instagram, semualah.
Platform podcast kita semua like, follow.
Start commenting lah. Comment lah
Yes.
sikit kan.
Kasih komen.
Masih kosong je tengok post.
We're still waiting.
Ada beberapa like kan. Macam
ada.
adalah beberapa like tapi macam tak ada komen
dia
kan.
trickle in je. Dia like semua kan. Tapi tak komen 1-2 je kan.
Tak malu-malu kucing kan.
Malu kucing kan. Elah.
Come lah, say
It's
hi.
okay. Message je.
We want to talk to you.
Okay guys.
Alright.
Next week is Batman.
Alright.
Batman.
Batman again.
Robert Pattinson Kita kena tengok.
Itulah
Jadi
pasal.
ke tak jadi ke.
To be a good quote. I have high hopes. Hopefully lah.
Saya tak ada perasaan. Saya macam I just want to go in with no expectations and just like see how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Pasal
Okay.
I don't want to be like
Tapi nampak
I
macam
don't know.
super promising.
Nampak promising lah.
Macam they keep releasing new clips and whatnot kan. Trailer pendek-pendek tu semua
Itulah.
nampak very
but they
promising.
always do that when they're trying to overcompensate.
Betul lah. Tapi tak apa.
So
This
we
is
have to
Matt
see.
Reeves.
We have to
Itulah.
see. We have to
We have to
see.
trust Matt
DC.
Reeves.
Yes.
Guys, tell us what you think guys.
Yes.
Dekat Instagram ke apa, bagi tahu kita orang apa korang punya perasaan pasal Batman. Do you think it's going to be good?
Kita
Okay.
haraplah Batman good. Okay. Alright.
Alright.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
See you next time.
Peace.